Good morning. Today is Friday, October 14th, 2022. This Monday night and Tuesday, the last day of Sukkot, the last day of the Yomim Noroyim, the high holiday season, we celebrate Simchat Torah. We complete the study of Torah for this year, and we begin again at Bereshis, the beginning, and we celebrate with singing, with dancing, with joy at completing the study of Torah and beginning the new cycle. But the question is, why now? Why not on Rosh Hashana? Rosh Hashana is the beginning of the Jewish year. Wouldn't it make more sense to finish the study of Torah and begin again in coordination with the actual beginning of the year? So, I'd like to share with you an approach to this from Rabbi Yehuda Mirski. And he begins by asking another question. What is this Yom Tov that is coming up Monday and Tuesday that we call Shmini Atzeret? Is it part of Sukkot? Is it apart from Sukkot? What is it exactly? Torah says, Bayom Hashmini, on the 8th day of Sukkot, Atzeres tiyeh lochem. Now, literally what that means is, Atzeres means a day of stopping, a day of remaining. This day should be for you. So, it's the 8th day of Sukkot, which means it's part of Sukkot, but it also has its own unique identity of Shmini Atzeret. So it is both part of Sukkot and apart from Sukkot. What do we mean? What does the Torah mean when it says a day of stopping, a day of remaining? So Rashi says, Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God says, His akfu li ma'at od. I want you to stay with me a little bit longer. V'lashon chiba hu zeh. And this language is the language of endearment that God has towards us. Kibanim haniftarim me'aviem, like children who are about to leave their parents. V'hu amar lehem, and the parent says to the child, Kasha alai pridaschem, it's hard for me, it's difficult for me that you are going to leave. Ikfu li od yom echad, please stay one more day. Don't leave now, stay another day, because it's hard for me, the parting from you, for you to leave and go home. Stay one more day. Now, Rabbi Mirski asks, what does it help staying one more day? I mean, the longer we stay, the harder is the parting. And with this logic, stay one more day, God could continue to say this to us every day, and we would never go back to work. But Rabbi Mirski explains this is not just a sentiment of a doting parent who will feel sad when the children leave. Here, our parent God is looking out for our benefit. Rabbi Mair Goldvicht traces our spiritual trajectory over these last few weeks. We started before Rosh Hashana with Slichos night, and we opened the Aron Kodesh, the Holy Ark, to reveal the Torah. Just for a few minutes, we had a glimpse of the Holy Torah when we said the prayer, Shema Kolenu, God, hear our plea. Then on Rosh Hashana, the Ark is open for a longer amount of time. It's open while we say the prayer Unasana Tokef. It's open while we say the prayer Aleinu. We are able to see and connect to the Holy Torah in the Ark longer than just during Slichos. And then comes Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur, the Ark is open much longer, including the entire Ne'ilah service, the entire ending of Yom Kippur, and that extension of the opening of the Ark reflects our ascent in holiness, our closer communion with God. And then comes Sukkos, where we not only open the Aron Kodesh, we don't only open the Ark, we take the Torah out. And we stand with the Torah in the middle, and we parade around it with a lulav and esrog. In other words, the Torah is coming close to her, closer to us. We are surrounding the Torah. And then this Sunday, we discussed this last night, Hoshana Rabbah, the great Hoshana, we parade around, we march around 7 times. Even a longer amount of time that we are closer to the Torah. And then finally, Monday night and Tuesday, Simchat Torah, we take all of the Torahs and we hold them, and we dance, and we sing, and we celebrate with the Torahs. The Torah is finally in our arms, in the arms of all of us. That sense of joy, that sense of intimacy with God is the goal of this entire season, leading up to Simchat Torah. And we have the tools to help us. The first tool we have is the shofar. And then we have the tool of fasting on Yom Kippur. And then the tool of sitting in the sukkah when it's not raining. And the tool of the lulav and esrog. And the tool of the arava on Sunday on Hoshana Rabbah. And God watches us with pride as we choose to come closer to God. As we elevate ourselves and improve ourselves through introspection, through prayer, through joy, to being enveloped by God's presence in the sukkah and by waving the lulav and esrog in all directions. But then God starts to worry. What will happen to us after Sukkot? When we return home? When we return to our regular, mundane lives? What will become of all we have gained spiritually over these last several weeks? We will not have the shofar to inspire us, or fasting to motivate us, or the sukkah or lulav and esrog to remind us of how close we can always be to God. And so God says, Kasha alai pridatschem, meaning I am worried, God says, about when you will leave me, about when Sukkos will be over. I'm worried, how will you take the spiritual high with you into the rest of the year, so that it remains and so that it does not dissipate? And therefore God says, His akfu olai, stay with me one more day and celebrate Simchat Torah. Celebrate the one tool, the one vehicle to spiritual growth, the one medium of connection to God that is available all year, at every moment and in every place. Celebrate the Torah. Learning Torah, observing Torah, feeling the pride and confidence that Torah is our source of identity and values and character and our connection to God, who wrote it and gives it to us. Simchat Torah is not on Rosh Hashana, but rather on the last day of the high holiday season, so we can take all we have learned and experienced and grown over the past month and retain it. Take it with us throughout the year and not lose it. That is the purpose and goal of Simchat Torah. Rabbi Mirski tells the story of a rabbi in a synagogue on Simchat Torah, and he saw one of his congregants to the side, not participating in the festivities. So the rabbi went over to this man, and he asked him why he was not participating. And the man said, Rabbi, this celebration of Simchat Torah, it's for those who study Torah. But I'm just a simple Jew. I don't study Torah. I don't feel I belong here tonight. This is not my celebration. Now, let me interject what my own response to that would be. The celebration of Simchat Torah is not primarily about studying Torah or even about observing Torah. It is primarily about the joy and gratitude that God's Torah is our inheritance, and every Jew is equally connected. And every Jew should equally celebrate what it gives to each of us and to all of us as a whole today and throughout our history, past, present, and future. That would be my response. But this rabbi, Rabbi Mirski says, had a different answer. On Simchat Torah, there are two special aliyos. One is called Chatan Torah, the groom of the Torah, and the other is called Chatan Bereshis, the groom of Bereshis. Chatan Torah is the last aliyah of the Torah. It is the aliyah in which we read the last passage of the Torah and we finish the complete reading of the Torah for this year. That is immediately followed by Chatan Bereshis, the groom of Bereshis, of beginning. That's the first aliyah to begin the reading of the Torah again anew for this year with Bereshis, in the beginning. The rabbi said to this man, on Simchat Torah, we celebrate the Torah we have studied in the past year, and the rabbi said to this man, I understand that you feel disconnected from that. But we also celebrate the Torah we will study this coming year. So, the rabbi said to this man, make a commitment now to engage in Torah study this year, and Simchat Torah will be your celebration. This Simchat Torah, I have much to celebrate. And it's because of you. Together this past year, we have studied a huge amount of Torah together. And I am very proud of that. And I'm grateful to you because were it not for you, I would not have accomplished this. And I am energized and excited at the prospect of the Torah we will study together in the coming year with God's help, starting Wednesday morning and starting Thursday night. We begin anew with new, hopefully deeper insights and lessons to enhance our lives. The essence of Simchat Torah was beautifully expressed in the words of the great poet T.S. Eliot. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. I look forward to exploring the Torah with you as we arrive where we started with Bereshis in the beginning and study it as if for the first time together. My friends, I wish you a great day, a wonderful Shabbos, and a fantastic Yom Tov, a celebratory Simchat Torah, rejoicing over the Torah we have studied and the Torah we will study. and I look forward to seeing you soon in person.